Alright, we've almost got the engine built up. I might sound a little bit groggy because I've got the cold, but hopefully you can understand me. So yeah, I've got all of the bits and pieces back on the engine. A new clutch. Starter motor is pretty new. I've still got to put the oil filter and stuff in. I've got a new auxiliary belt on there. So it's just about ready to rock and roll. I'm just away to put on the new clutch slave onto the gearbox with the new pipe, and I've also just got delivery of the new gear linkage, and this is who I got it off. Give me new a free pair of microfiber mitt gloves. They'll definitely come in handy. I'm starting to put on the discs, but I've been sent the wrong pads, so I'm just waiting for them to come. Should be later on today. And so I'm going to put the slave cylinder on the box, and then sort out the gear linkage, because I need to get the bush that sees to the linkage on the car. I need to get that off, and then I'll bolt the gearbox back onto the engine, and then I really just need to put it back in and hook it all up, but I don't think I'll get around to doing that until my brother's here to give me a hand to lower the engine back in, so there's minimum damage done, hopefully none. And I've also got my brother's Audi in. It's just failed its MOT, so I'll have to go and sort that today. So once the gearbox and that's back on, I'll come back and show you, and then we'll go from there. I've got the gearbox back on with a new clutch, starter, alternator, wiring loom. Everything's plugged back in, which is great. I just need to put it back in the engine bay. Got the new discs and pads on, and I've given the calipers a quick lick of paint. Not really for aesthetic purposes, but just to help protect the calipers a little bit from the weather. It's coming into winter time soon, so every little bit helps, I suppose. So I've just got to, I've got to sort the gear linkage yet. I've got to get the old rubber off, and then get the new linkage on, and then just lower the engine back in, and then see if we can get it to fire up. So just to show you that the aluminium sleeve had come out stuck on the stabiliser bar. So all you do is just put your vice grips on and just get the wiggle it. And then I'll give that a clean up and a grease up. So yeah, that's it. So the new linkage will solve that problem and hopefully make the gear change nice and smooth again. So yeah, I've just seen a time lapse of me and my brother lowering the engine back in, connecting it up to the engine mount and the gearbox mount. So it's still swinging about. So I'm just going to go and crack on and start putting it back together, the mounts and the shafts and such like. I won't be able to film it though because I see the battery lights flashing and I don't have a spare battery, which I keep meaning to get. So by the time this is charged up, I should have this all bolted back in and ready to... I need to get some diesel before I can fire it up. But I won't, I'll record the first startup and stuff, hopefully. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, everything's back together. Fresh oil in, filters, diesel filter. Got a battery in with a jumper just to give it a bit of extra kick. Coolant. Alright, let's see if it's gonna fire up, cough and splutter, or do nothing. Alright then. Exciting times. Yeah, I'm going to put that battery on charge because it's not great, and then I'll come back to it. Right, so where we at? This is a new day. Yesterday the engine wouldn't start. It was because the battery, the new battery actually that I bought, is absolutely buggered. And this is the third or fourth banner battery that I've had that's failed in less than 6 months. So I'm getting this replaced under warranty today. But I did jump it off another battery and it did just about go, so I'm pretty sure with a good battery in it, it'll fire up and it'll be, hopefully, no weird noises and stuff like that. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for the battery, I'm going to put these new headlights on. Probably put the front bumper back on and put the front wheels back on, and check this wiper motor's working. And yeah, and then I'll hopefully come back when the engine's ready to fire up. Fingers crossed. One of the headlight fixings is missing. I had a nut and bolt through it. But again, having a spare car is just invaluable, really. So it's that. You know, even with a spare car for spares, you think once the bumpers and the wheels and the lights are off that there's nothing on it, it's worth saving. But stupid stuff like that, bits of wires, clips, bolts, trim, it's just trying to get that stuff either on eBay or someone breaking, it's just a mission. It's a total nightmare, and they always cost more than you want them to. So a spare car, I mean, everything on that spec, that 5-door turbo Astra is just worth money to me, and it'll probably be here until it's a bare shell. So these guys that I know scrapping cars has to be done, but I think cars are worth more than 150 quid myself. Well, the right car anyway. Well, that's just me. Anyways, I'll stop waffling, get on with putting the front of this back together. So the headlights and bumper are back on. This headlight fit perfect with all 3 fixings. This one did not. Sometimes you find that with the cheap aftermarket stuff. So the bottom fixing doesn't line up at all. You can't even see the hole, but it's solid. Because if this moves, it would fail an MOT. So it's solid enough. I'll line up the headlights once everything's working. The bumper's back on, but it's not the plastic brackets on the wing that's distorted. There's a metal bracket sits in here with the pop rivets. It's just dropped down, it's corroded and dropped down, so it doesn't sit in the plastic bracket properly. It's sort of distorted the bumper over the years, but I'll be putting on the wide mouth eventually anyway. So what I'll do, it's the same with both sides. What I'll do just now, I'll check these fog lights and see if I can get them working, and I need to find the toe cover. It's here somewhere, it popped off. I'm still waiting on that battery, should have been here by now, but I'll just have to have a cup of tea in the meantime. I'll throw the wheels back on. These tyres are actually pretty bad, split all around, and then on the other side it's on the tread. So it's probably I know my MOT tester will fail it, so I might just put these on just to put it to its MOT. Because I don't want to spend money on tyres when I'm going to do the 5-stud conversion and put the SRI turbo alloys on. So I might just put these on for the MOT and then swap them back. It's a bit naughty, but it's only me that's using it. It's not like I'm giving it to a customer or selling it or anything like that. I wouldn't do that. It's just for myself because I know I'm doing the 5-stud conversion shortly, and I'll probably never use this. I'll stick it on just now until I give it a run, check all the fluids. I've still got to drain the brake fluid at the back, refresh all that. I've done the fronts and I've done the clutch. Obviously need to refresh the back because with this sitting since 2018 there's bound to be quite high content of water in the brake fluid, so, and they should be changed every 2 years anyway. I usually do mine every year, but I'll go and bleed that out and just wait for the battery, and then we can do a video getting this started up.